Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Derek Hall. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here we go. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. That's Pierce in motion. On play action, it is Dart. That's dropped off for Pacheco. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. To the air once more is Dart. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll run with Pacheco. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Hey, thumbs up. Crowd left Yanni. 63, 63.
On play action, Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
Second and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The tackle. A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
On third down, here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
You know, it's always hard as an offense to waste such great field position, but they had a short field to work with, not able to pick up a single first down. So give a lot of credit for the defense stopping this drive before it really got started.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
63, crowd left Yanni. Hey, 76, pass.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Let's go.
Here's Dart on first and 10. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's number 40 on the season for him.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A play fake, now Dart. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get the football at their own 23.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Great.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On play action, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go Silver, ready?
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. He's got it! That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. And even 50 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
This is the type of start you dream about as a kid, Mike. First NFL catch, and it goes for a touchdown. I mean, you can't make it up. You got to imagine he's got to be rolling right now. I'd go right back to him.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jahan Campbell.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. wide on the RPO. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. This one's incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd down, here is Dart. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air again goes Dart. Going right, it's taken in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing again, Dart. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Dart gonna throw it again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're gonna be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs, and that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL, and the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great, set. I know you what to do, set.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Great, set. I know you what to do.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trim.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. Down the right sideline. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Eagles. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. It's dark. And this one is caught by Pierce. That's after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 44.
On 2nd down, Dart. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Throwing, Dart. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
To the air once more is Dart. That one swung out wide to Pacheco. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adeba. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go now.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. 3rd and 2, and it's Dart. He's got a stand. Right side. It's complete. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll manage only a couple. Ruben hit the line. There for the tackle.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's dark, and that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's incomplete. Gary's ball on 4th down does not work out, and it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
Great, set. 180, hey!
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
He'll keep it on the ground here again. Yeah. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run it with Walker.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7. the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And it's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
On the play.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready up.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Dart can throw it on 2nd down. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That's Pierce in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
And 14. And the Giants 1st down.
Throwing again, Dart. intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick-6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. And he gets this up close to the 40. Jack Iser in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate like in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Great.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Trimmer.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
On first down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. So they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's second down. A give here to Pacheco. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third down, 3 to go. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. On third down, here is Dart. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A fake to give, now it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
And 20 at the 38-yard line.
Miami.
Now a give to Walker, running right. Finding room across midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He throws right side, down the field, and it is brought in.
A gain of 16 yards.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
A play fake, now Dart. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tiger Hornet. Great, set. Alpha. Tight end, watch the tight end on. No touch.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No touch.
On play action, Hurts. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
23 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
No touch, set. On anyone, that. No touch.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
Tiger Swamp. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
Not Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Rolling right. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
Great.
Here's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Second and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Off the play fake. Hurts. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Third down, they go with Walker. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up fourth down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Now it's Hurts. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
You want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Rashard Smith, touchdown, Giants.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
42, Giants 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Miami. Good. Delta.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
For the Eagles, first down.
Great.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run with Walker. Has some room inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 12. Big-time play for Phillies. And even 30 yards.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over as their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here we go. One final play. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.